So it's been a while since I did another movie or 3D Blu-ray video, and I guess there's a little bit to talk about now. Any day now, Frankenstein's Bloody Terror should be shipping from Amazon. I think people that ordered it directly from, was it Kino Lorber, got their copies already, possibly. I think people have already got their copies, so they get them a little bit sooner for ordering directly from the person distributing them. Looks like you get two covers here. You got the yellow one there, very nostalgic, and this other one here. Looks like probably since the last time I did a video, Captain America Brave New World has been released. I think this is a Movie Next release in Japan only. So, Magnificent Bodyguards, the original first Jackie Chan 3D film, has gotten several delays, and from what I gather, they just couldn't get it right. So there's some hush hush stuff, but I think that they may be working with 3D Film Archive to get it right, or at least get it better, so that they can actually release it. It should have been released long ago. Now the release date says on Amazon currently January 6th, 2026. I think the biggest thing that we have going for us on the 3D Blu-ray market right now is Turbine Media in Germany. And they keep releasing. They got like two Fast and the Furious movies. They released several of the, Random Space Media releases, and they added Atmos soundtracks to them. So they upgraded the soundtracks. And they're doing Puss in Boots, Trolls 2. Let's see, they did a couple Transformers movies, Bumblebee, Despicable Me 4, Kung Fu Panda 4, and Super Mario Brothers. What's bigger news, I guess, is that due to the tariffs, DHL, which I guess is what they ship everything through, is not accepting commercial products to be shipped to the United States right now. Even if they did, we would most likely be paying some kind of tariffs or taxes. I'm not sure what exact percentage different. It's kind of, I've heard some people say they paid 2 or 3 times the price for a product. I've heard 50 something percent, 54, something like that. But each country, I guess, has a different percentage that you have to pay to get your item. And maybe that DHL was thinking a lot of people didn't have an understanding that when they bought something from Germany, that they would have to pay that before they get the item delivered to them. And maybe a lot of items would be just coming back to Germany and overwhelming the warehouses. Hopefully everything is temporary, and I knew that there was a date, like a cutoff date, and I tried to order Super Mario Brothers because I just been on the fence about it, or rather I just drug my feet. I knew I wanted it, and I knew I was going to try to get it, but when I placed the order, maybe 5-6 days before that cutoff date, they just quit accepting orders. Maybe because they couldn't guarantee the product would be here before the tariffs, started taking effect. But hopefully, they will get everything straightened out soon. Whether or not we have to pay a big a tariff fee, if the option is pay the fee or not, I think having access to all these extra 3D films and is going to be more important than worrying about these tariffs. Some people probably will worry about them and just, on principle, just not get any movies. But I think the United States is a big consumer for these type of products, because most U.S. based companies and distributors, They just aren't doing 3D Blu-rays anymore. So we're having to go out, Japan, Germany, and other countries to buy these products. And, you know, if they don't fix this issue, you know, it's going to be sad, because Turbine, as a 3D Blu-ray rights license, or whatever you call it, when you get the license to distribute films that the studios aren't going to distribute themselves, this part of their business just may cease to exist. So what else is new or upcoming? It looks like 3D Film Archive is actually restoring Catwoman of the Moon, you know, from like 70 years ago. A really old 3D film. And the Jerry Lewis film Money from Home, which is, I don't think it's got a release date, because they're slowly working with the studios to remaster and restore audio and everything in it. So this is maybe just an old passion project that they're just not setting aside that release date. They want to do it right, and they're taking their time. 3D Film Archive, I guess, is working to restore one called Hyperspace, and for a 2026 release date. What is this? I think it's like a parody type sci-fi film, parody of maybe Star Wars. They're also supposed to be working on a brand new restoration of Dragonfly Squadron, plus unique bonus shorts including never before seen 3D footage from 1953. Now, they released this a few years back, and it was not very good condition, very not so great quality. So I'm wondering if they have a new master, if they're just spending more time and using the experience that they've gained restoring other films to try to get this one better. So it looks like they're also working, or going to be working, on Southwest Passage, which is an old, I guess, Western film. Doesn't say much about, just stay tuned for more details. Then the Bubble Roadshow edition, it says 2025, but I have my doubts it'll be released. I think they've got just other projects that have overshadowed this one. There's just an extra 21 minutes of footage, and again, they released the original version a few years ago. So yeah, that's about it. Not sure what I'm looking forward to most, except hopefully those tariff things will get straightened out, and I can go ahead and get that Super Mario 3D film, and maybe Kung Fu Panda 4, Despicable Me 4, and Migration, and a few others.